Hello, all you lovely monster fuckers, just the same as I. Welcome back to another episode of Monster Prom. It has been several months. I am very sorry about that. But today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. You see, we're going to be playing a Monster Prom mod. We'll be playing Mostly Ghostly, the Dennis Doe mod by MRUndisclosed. And yeah, that's about it. This is a take two, if you will, of trying it. I fucked up a run. So, without further ado, you're about to start a game with these mods enabled. Are you sure? Nesto, Mostly Ghostly. How'd you like your mods to behave? Mod focused. One player. Second term. Short game. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Brian. And we get to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. Yeah, I'll read it. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates. Scott Howell, 21. A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19. A sweet mermaid princess who is as cute as she was genocidal. Polly Geist, 22, probably. A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Damien LeVay, 21. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction on a love of fire. Liam DeLioncourt, 400-something. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact he was truly a lovable dork. Zoe, forever. An eldritch cutie who went from endless deity of the dark realms to ultimate fangirl. Calculester Hewlett-Packard version 1.0. A library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. And Vera Oberlin, 23. A mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. Why is the word Gorgon so hard for me? It was clear, it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunted, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid. Are you ready to start? Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. Our minds are rotten, but they're rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, TM, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. If you had to have sex with an animal, which animal would it be? Purebred horse? A dolphin? No one can make me fuck an animal? Lulu dolphin. One day you wake up and you swap bodies with your mom in a very 90s film fashion. What is the worst thing that could happen? Killing her lifelong rival? Meeting with all my friends? Messing with my Spookify playlist and putting all the trash metal on it. Messing with my playlists. If you were an ice cream, which flavor would you be? Ikasume, plutonium, rainbows and gummy bears, double creme de la gruyere and meringues, tequila and coke. Success. Find your zodiac sign to be inaccurate. Just design your own personal zodiac sign. The rad sword on fire, the rich bitch, the now canon lovers, the regal 1%, the cute pup, the randomly arranged set of stars. I will go non-canon lovers, doesn't really matter. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm boiling alive, and because it is Canada summertime. Yay! Hey, last night I read this article on how money causes pocket cancer in the long run. You don't want to get pocket cancer. Quick, give me that dangerous money you have in your still heavy pockets. I will go designer bag. You know what? All profits made are donated to a good cause. Spoiler alert, the good cause is buying me a new phone. Sweet. God damn it, I didn't read the flavor text again. all cannon characters, so we'll just head to Valerie. And we're too poor for everything, so we'll just exit. I love being poor. Can't go to the gym. So we'll go outdoors. During recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. Consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You get into fun. It was a bummer this cool accessory didn't come with any stat boost or anything. You were hoping it might unlock some hidden stat like swag. The fact you thought that likely disqualifies you from being able to get any swag points. Still, you're hanging out with that guy Dennis. He was picking up stray cans around the hallways. Miss Slayer is trying to get a new suit of armor made, and I wanted to contribute. She's always trying her best, and honestly, I value that for her. Sure, she tries to kill me sometimes, but that's just where her passions lie. You're not sure how good can-based armor would be, but before you can raise that concern, a heart-rending gasp rolls over you both. Oh, hey, Nuclear. FY, they might be about to insult me or both of our fashion senses, so if you care about that, prepare yourself. Why did you get this foul thing? I wear this every day. Can we not do this again? Not you, you bargain basement dwelling fashion Luddite. I mean you, Green. Where did you find this? Nuclear takes hold of your newest accessory and shakes you around by it, clearly upset. Whoa, mellow out, girl. I will not mellow out. Whatever, I'm gonna keep the voice. I will remain brimming with rage. This little knockoff here is insulting. Knockoff? What, like a fake designer handbag? Aw, every word you say is as ugly as your clothes. Fuck you. Green just bought this from Val's store, didn't you? Could Valerie be selling knockoffs? That felonious feline will sell anything. It shouldn't shock me that she's fallen to selling scam merchandise. What a travesty this is. So close to Fashion Week. I'm gonna regret it, but I engage easily. What are you talking about? These are knockoffs of my designs. My fashion line, Fallout. I feel like that name is already used for something else. Well, nobody will remember it once my fashion line explodes into being split in fashion norms apart like a fragile atom. Well, they would if someone didn't rip me off. Nuclear, I get that you're about fashion, but you don't, like, make fashion. That's a real job thing that people do. Not crazy random students. I'd take off my glove and slap you, but doing so would probably make everyone in a 2-mile radius lose all their hair. So instead, Nuclear steps on his foot and Dennis doesn't react at all, face frozen. I'm already dead. Don't feel it. I am a fashion designer. It is what I do, and it is my passion in life. The fact of the matter is someone has ripped me off. These designs are mine. I would show you my sketchbook, but recently my locker was broken into. Yeah, no, I can see how this might happen. Nuclear, I want to believe you. Because it's true. I don't like to doubt people, but the only time we talk is for you to say awful things about everything I wear, all the time. You could wear less awful things. See, I want to help you, but I also feel like telling you to jump up your own ass without a mat. Goodness me, such vulgarity. Your plot senses are tingling. Maybe something can be done here to prove that Nuclear is a fashion designer, or needs help. Okay, Nuclear, prove it. Make a Ravi your tin can kill suit. Dennis, Nuclear clearly has fashion as her passion. That's all she talks about, good and bad. A Ravi? Who in the world is a Ravi? Oh, they mean Miss Slayer. She's a little person who tries to kill us some days. Oh, her. Yeah, she tried that once with me and ruptured containment. And then they started screaming about the raw DPS of my inflicted condition. She says things. Yeah, if you can help her with her tin can suit, I'll fight you. Or, fucking, let me restart that. Dyslexia, except I don't have it. She says things, yeah. If you can help her with her tin can fight suit, I'll believe you. You want me to create a monster fighting suit out of tin cans and on a budget of hopes and dreams? Huh, challenge me, why don't you? You'll all find a Ravi beating the snot out of a bunch of snotlings and stealing their cash. She rolls at your approach. Ah! I've dealt with the trash mobs and now the named foes appear, eh? No, Miss Slayer, I have some wonderful news. You're going to die and stay dead this time. Goodness me, no. Nuclear here wants to help you with your battle armor. Help from a monster? I'd rather the armor be a hunk of junk. Honestly, without my help, it will be regardless of your ideas. How dare you? I have the fashion sets of a cool slayer of beasts. Yeah, you could be cooler. You will be deader. She's willing to have a look at your idea. I think there's something of a scientist too. The blackest science wrought from the howling nuclear courts of madness. Radiation damage has pinned most armor sets. Okay, feast your eyes and tremble on the Iron Slayer. The Slayer shows you a drawing that could be best described as childish and covered in little doodles for murdering various people. Dennis snickers and points at one. That one is clearly me. You got the hair just right. I have the eyes of a hawk. The drawing skills of a limbless crocodile, though. None of this is even feasible. Let me just see that. Nuclear snatches the sheet from the Slayer. Nuclear spends a few moments orbiting the Slayer and collecting measurements of some tape. Wait here. Nuclear wanders off, taking the cans Dennis has as she passes. That leaves you and Dennis with the Slayer, which means you're the only one she can hurt here. You had a good day? There's still monsters standing, so it's not a great one. Yeah, you'll get us all one day. Nuclear returns with a sleek metallic suit of death and destruction. A six-pack of missile launchers mounted to his shoulders and long murderous blades on each arm. The Slayer looks like she's falling in love. Wow. I took the liberty of reinforcing the outer aluminum layer with a composite of real or unreal steels from across space and time. A little flexible internal weave, of course, death blades, laser packs, murderous missiles, still works. Do not cry in front of the monsters! Do not cry in front of the monsters! Nuclear, I'm sorry I ever doubted you. Well, I could perhaps done more to prove it than be a caustic bitch about your clothes. Sometimes I forget that just because my blood is acidic, I don't need to be the same way. Well, save some biting words for the people who stole from you. Me and you're gonna head the valves and work this out. Dennis and Nuclear nod to one another, resolute in their new partnership. You, meanwhile, are running from a Raleigh who wants to test her murder suit on someone. The workout has been good for you, so you gain one charm and two boldness. To the gym. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain 2 charm. The easiest way to appear hot without trying is to go to the best parties. You went down Polly Geist, well-known party animal, to see if she can get you into some choice gigs. Hey boo, what's up? You tell this girl you've got a fever and the only cure is to party. You also make it obvious you do not in fact have a fever and can party with others. Oh man, places to party? I happen to be an expert on those. There's this rad new place I was heading to, Sonic Doom. It's the loudest club in the world. The music there is so loud it explodes people's bones. I already got tickets to go there with this guy. What's up? Where the hell was he hiding this whole time? He's like the tallest person you've ever seen. That wasn't Dahlia or Calculuster. Green wanted to know about places to party. I told him about Sonic Doom. Damn, Polly, I love that place. This will be, what, the 3rd or 4th time you've gone? What? You went by 2 weeks ago with Damien. You bugged me about going, but that weekend I was helping Scott study for an English test. You forgot how to speak English and read. Oh yeah, Scott spoke in French. Classic. I miss his little beret. It must be part of Central, huh? You totally can't remember. I am dying to see this place, if you know what I mean. Well, Yeah, you weren't already dead. Dennis, for real, I have never been. Polly, for real, you have been there. You called me when you and Damien went, specifically to rub it in my face. The 2 of you called me from the line outside and laughed at me for 30 minutes. See, this all sounds like me, but I don't remember it. What the hell? I know you get wasted, but you usually remember something. Or if you get that plastered, it makes the news. I know, did you see my tits on TV? Did I have hostages? Did I ask for dick pics? No, I wasn't. I have no idea. I wasn't there, and yes, at least 3 times. Did you? You know I didn't. I got nothing. You sure I went? You didn't do anything stupid, did you? No, wait, it's you. Haha, guess who wasn't funny or helpful? You. No, my friend, you drank yourself dumber. You're just jealous you didn't get to come along. Yes, totally. Okay, this is clearly getting us nowhere. That guy is 2 people now. You had better salvage this situation. I need to remember how to use any form of English accent. Fuck. Clearly, you have to retrace your wild time out based on context clues and reenact it like a bad 90s movie. What if we go ask Damien? He was there too. That's right! Damien was there! He's bound to remember something. Most chance he forgot everything. If he did, he couldn't brag about all the fights he got in. You find Damien cramming 7 people into one locker, shoving with all his might. Damien! I didn't do... Oh, it's you guys. Quick, help me with this. Sure thing. Dennis slides over and whispers a series of apologies as he helps Damien slam the locker shut. Why are you doing that? I need a reason. Damien, do you remember when we went to Sonic Doom Club last week? No. Oh, shit. What? Do you remember singing a god-awful song with Polly and making fun of me for not getting in with you? Which, you know, you sucked at because you were bad at singing. I'm great at singing. I would be pissed if I wasn't totally fucking confused. I mean, I can be both. Okay, Damien, not remembering is a red flag. Not a sexy red flag either. No, it shouldn't be sexy. Albania is a sexy flag. I stand corrected and confused. So you don't remember ribbing on Dennis? No idea what you're talking about. I absolutely probably did, but I don't remember. Okay, so Polly blacking out and forgetting everything is kind of normal. Damien blacking out. If I did that, how would I brag about kicking ass and being the best? Dang, Boo. I think we have an actual mystery on our hands. I hate this. We're gonna have to start thinking stuff. Well, our next stop is clearly Sonic Doom. I'd love no... I wouldn't. I don't care. Listen, if someone fucked with me and I can't be there to kick their ass, one of you has to do it for me. I am a sexy lover and not a sexy fighter. I'd rather solve the mystery first. And I guess that leaves you, Green. Okay, let me teach you some of my best face-busting techniques. Now pay attention. I can only do this to this kid once. A random kid looks horrified. You take notes. You take lots of notes. You didn't even know teeth could be made to do that. And just how easy it is to make a person eat their own skull. You gain 1 creativity and 2 boldness. Hello, you two. You find Poppy giving Dennis a look she usually reserves for people who cut in line or criticize hot girls. Poppy, what's up? You haven't touched your reheated cardboard covered in cheese they call pizza here. I've been watching you. That's a weird thing to do. I know what you're up to, Lanky. Poppy, I'm up to nothing, except getting an education and embarking on fool's errands on behalf of people I know. No, I've seen you, the people you hang out with. We hang out with the same people. Of course you have. You sit behind me in Spookonomics 101. It makes taking notes really hard. I can turn see-through, just ask. Oh, thank you. Wait, no, suspicious! About what? There's nothing weird or suspicious about me. Regular old normal guy Dennis. By that I mean totally not normal ghostly dude Dennis. Yeah, that's what we gotta talk about here. Poppy has to stand up to put her hand on Dennis's shoulder. She looks at her dainty little doll hand as if it were a spider. If you hurt her... Hurt who? Bitch! I don't know. Who is bitch? My bitch. Poppy, I don't speak whatever this is. I know what you and Polly are up to. You do? Oh, yeah. You'd have to be blind not to see it. No, this is terrible. Listen, she's a good girl, and you are to be gentle with her. Polly Geist, good girl. Gentle. Don't be a dick. If you hurt her, I will get all the bitches in on this to destroy you. I don't know what that means. Please do not do whatever that is. Yeah, you better be careful when you put the moves on her. We have great moves. Our dance moves are the best, and we don't have to be careful. We're already dead. How are you worse at this than me? I don't know what I'm being worse at here, girl. I'm just shocked you cracked a surprise. You two are all over each other. It is not a surprise. You can't take these idiots doing this in front of your sandwich any longer. You better get this shit straight. Social cues, no social cues, no social cues. Bobby doesn't know what the thing is at all. This is the option. I don't. What are you talking about? Poppy, me and Polly are trying to do something. I know. Each other. What? No. Listen. We're planning a special event, and it's integral that nobody know anything about it. What, you guys are planning some kind of event? Yeah. Why else would we sneak around together covertly, constantly be at each other's side, and run into one another at a moment's notice when the other calls? Dennis, have you ever seen a romance movie? Yeah, but that sounds like a weird question to ask right now. The point is, we're in the middle of a very covert and secretive thing. So secret that we have to work under work hard to keep it under wraps. Even from me? Poppy, the last time someone told you a secret, you tweeted it. By accident. That is true, but it trended, and now everyone knows that one kid eats his toenails. He had to go into witness protection to save his reputation. I can be trusted with this for sure. You can tell me what it is. Dennis leans over and whispers in Poppy's ear. You're going to do... A ghostly arm snaps over her mouth. You know what happens to snitches, right? Stitches? I was going to say they don't get invited cool shit because I'm not going to stab you. But yes, that is also accurate. How are you both going to live with yourself? We're already dead. What about Green over there? They were party to this. Green will keep us cool. Remember, you were never here for this meeting. Hours later, one of the most outrageous prank-ins of all time has occurred. The National Guard are called in to handle the oceanic amounts of TP. They say groundskeeper Henderson will never be able to stop screaming at the sight of shaven foam or eggs. The staff asks a lot of people, a lot of questions. You don't crack for boldness. Got a lot of bold. That's gonna fuck me over soon, isn't it? Can't go to the auditorium. That day, during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. Everything is fine until one, the small magical Latino cat, asks you what you think you're doing. Damn, you don't remember you suck at dancing. But you decide to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the Groovy Mazaka. Juan looks at you and he asks you to teach him the Groovy Masaka. In no time, half the party is following your steps, enjoying the Groovy Masaka all together. It's a party to remember, getting too fun, and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday. The three of you are hanging out at Val's place. She looks at her watch and on the hour rings a bell. That's another hour, another $5. I got this one. Valerie, you're selling fake merchandise. You can't be doing this. I mean, I can. The fact here is that I just sell stuff. I'm just an innocent middleman in all this. An innocent middleman would be charging us to stake out the joint. Hey, it's not a library. I could have told you to get lost or press the hidden button that makes my bodyguards show up. Don't make her press that button. Those guys are scary. That said, it was pretty fishy. Weird fashion stuff. Different people dropping it off every day, and none of the people I know are behind it. The people you know? Goodness me, you consort of the criminal element on the regular. Nuclear, you bought fuel rods for me. Did you think they were illegal? I had hoped. Well, but this way, they fell off the back of a truck. Someone is coming. Creepy how you can do that. Is it some ghost power you have? All of you hide as a fellow student enters. Bodacious day to you, most sick nasty of shopkeepers. Hey, honey, how can I take your money? Whoa there, girl. I'm here to drop a straight 411 on your dome. You heard? No. Bogus. Anyway, peel your lobes and listen. I heard on the street that you've got the straight hookup of some fashion-forward friends, feline. Folks. I want to get fitted the fuck out for prom. Most respectfully. Do you know where a guy could buy some sick, totally legit fashion? Well, you're in luck. You can see Nuclear starts to simmer as Valerie reaches for the knockoff stuff. Dennis is trying to hold her down, but he has to pull his hands back as if burned. Every day we get a little delivery of this stuff. Super trendy, super fly, and all the dripped out dudes are wearing it. Drip is good. Yes, I know that, being up on the maymays. For sure, my girl. Let me cop that, most bodaciously. No! A meltdown occurs. You fool, you insane, insipid fool. This is clearly a knockoff bag. I mean, good for you, not really caring what people think of you owning a clutch bag. But I can't let you buy this. You're going to ruin our entire sting operation. But mostly my good name. Oh, damn, is this a blue on blue? I gotta get out of here. Tell your CO to call mine and we can liaise. What? No, we were trying to find out who's making fake fashion stuff. What are you talking about, dude? It gets real quiet and a fellow student grabs the bag, throws a handful of change at all of you like a great green smoke screen and begins to bail up the bag. Stu, no! All sales are final! Come on, we have to grab them. I won't let that tone-deaf fashion disaster spread the awareness of this imitation to the skate park. Dennis runs ahead through the hall, and you two give chase. Valerie counts her cash with a smirk. Once outside, you can see your fellow student rolling away on unsteady legs. Crap, they're getting away through the power of locomotion. Nuclear energy can't compute with that. I feel like that's literally the least correct statement you've ever made. Mostly, I don't have the energy to give chase. This is ghastly. Can't you two catch him? Give chase! Hey, you dropped one of his many skateboards. One of us could chase after him. What do you say? Launch me, ghost guy. This is gonna get bodacious. You very loudly declare you're going to give chase without safety pads. Oh no, is this a boldness versus fun? Oh no! You boldly declared that you will be foregoing personal safety in this highly dangerous school pursuit. Missing an S there. There's a sound like nails on a chalkboard as your fellow student stops. Whoa there, of all the totally bodacious radical things in the world, ignoring basic personal safety is not one of them. He walks back over to all of you. Don't do something that stupid, because one wrong move and it'll cost you. I used to have a face, Broseph. Oh man, I know how that feels. Ignoring safety protocols, haha. I can't let you risk face and limb to track me down, amigo. That'd be no bueno. Wait, this isn't lingo, this is Spanish. That'd be unscrumpadoocious. Bodacious. Almost as bad as someone selling these fake goods. My plan was to take this back to the lab and have it dusted for fright guards. Oh yeah, that checks out and is relatable. You spot someone headed into Val's store carrying armloads of those bags and quickly duck down, waiting for them to exit. Pleasure doing business. Oh no. Let's get her. I know who that is. Amazing, you can yell her name as we get her. No, that's my roommate. Plot twist! Whoa, I have no idea what any of this means, but clearly it's the hands of some dedicated mystery teens. You guys can do this, I know when I'm outranked. Random kids and an intelligent animal always trump us. What are you talking about? Oh, you know, the jurisdiction laws of... Your fellow student has some weirdly intense and specific knowledge about the procedure and rankings of investigative officials. Turns out all that trumps kids in Great Danes or Colombos. You feel like this is useful information. Or, no, just one more thing. You gain free smarts. I am so intelligent. How uncharacteristic. That day, you spend some time on the library's PCs, managing your start kicker. You deceive lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain 100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs, and you only keep 2 money. You meet up with Dennis and Polly, who are discussing strategy. I swear, I just absolutely riddled me senseless. Polly, politely, this is a lot of information I don't need. However, I'm taking notes. I feel like I should be switching to her voice for this, but I mean, it's the same icon. Whatever. I thought we were retracing my steps. Clearly, I have to rebang Dale to Wendigo. No, Polly, you don't remember anything from last weekend. That's the weekend before last. We have no idea what or who you did. Don't you dare say we just partied for no reason. I would never blaspheme, Polly. Partying is always worth it. Okay, good, but now, I think we're gonna have to break into that club while it's closed and snoop around. Oh, this is gonna be like the time we broke into the museum to get the statues that come to life drunk. Still might be best if me and Green handle this. Not to be mean, Polly, but I think if you try to do a covert bar mission, I'd drink it. You'd drink it. What should I do, though? Just go party and we can meet up after. Yes, all work. No work, all play. Best plan. Green, let's roll. By roll, he means he flies you there, carrying you in his arms like some kind of superb man or spiders guy. It's kind of wild. You get to the club and find it's closed. Yeah, we're just gonna walk through the wall and bust this thing wide open. I don't exactly feel like waiting around all day all day. Should be a 4 there. All day for legal opening hours. You with me, Green? You've never once let the law stand in the way of doing whatever sick, twisted little thing comes to mind. Punk rock. He grabs onto you with one of those creepy ghost arms that slide out of his body, and you start to go all ethereal and ghostly, and it's a good thing we don't have to do assets for that sort of thing, huh? As he takes a step forward, and a nearby trash can explodes, and Dennis freezes up. Just what do you think you're doing here? Holding hands of green in a back alley. What's it to you? Holding hands of green? A likely story. Dennis waves your arms around like a human chain, a tool against their ignorance and disbelief. Okay, clearly you are. But that's not the only reason you're here, is it? I mean, unless holding hands of green is that messed up you can only do it in private. Hey, green is rad. I'll hold his hand this entire conversation just to spite you, Joy. Oh wow, someone is holding your hand to prove a point. That's closer to friendship than you usually get. What are you guys doing here? I ditch all the time because the affairs of mere mortals are beneath my spectral notice. But you three are goody two-shoes, six shoes. You really have to stop talking like that. You sound like half the people Joy gets a crush on. No, he does not. Also, no, he does not. True. Joy's jokes usually scream that we'll rue the day or be left stranded on a desolate world beneath a sky full of murdered stars. I miss Salacious the Devourer. Okay, back to the Coven business. Yes, that's right. We're here on matters of protecting the world in harmony and righteousness. We're here because my friend Polly asked me to help her out, which is just as important as Coven business. The Coven, as a singular entity, looks at him. Well, Hope and Joy look at him. You can't tell what Faith is looking at behind her glasses. Their expressions do not agree with his assessment. Polly asked you to check out a club for her. We'll have to see how easy it would be to break into. If you can skip the door charge. How hot the bartender is. If the bathrooms are creepy or wet. I mean, I'm sure I could find all that out for her. I probably will. Bathroom one is a good call. Yeah, I said that as a joke, but the more I think about it... Right? We're gonna know her fast. You both look crazy suspicious. Green is well known for ludicrous acts in the name of First, and I don't think we've not noticed your purchase history at Valerie's store, Dennis. A man has needs. What does a man need, like 40 souls? Are you building some kind of soul-powered weapon? Sacrificing them to a dark deity? Grafting them together into an omni-soul capable of transcendent flesh and bringing about the end of days? Why do you look into that? Okay, this guy's too polite to tell the Coven to take a hike. That means it's up to you to disentangle the situation. You should. Accuse the Coven of being evil because villains always return to the scene of the crime. Point out you should handle this case, otherwise it will become embroiled in the Coven's end-of-season arc and overcomplicate everything. Ah, shit. That's alright. I still have the bag to get an ending for him. You point out that the Coven tends to rush through their final arcs of the season. Last few episodes always tie together in some crazy convoluted way. As much as I hate to say it, you are right. In a lot of cases, we do wind up discovering what looks like a minor threat is usurped by the season's big villain. They're always behind everything. Joy has a mad look in her eyes. Oh no, you know that look. Wait a minute. Faith, you're amazing. Well, thank you, but... No, listen, the villain always ends up behind everything. She has the look of someone thirsty. The look that tells you they can say and do anything. Here we are literally behind the club where all the weird energy is coming from, and what do we find? Joy? We find these two. One of whom we know has been buying souls in abundance, says creepy things, and just has this aura. A thirsty soul will do anything for a sip, and right now Joy is parched. As much as I hate to agree, she is right, and so is Green. It does always come to a head in the finale, and here this guy is. I feel like we're taking a very big leap regardless. Leap nothing, this is a trail of stone-cold logic. He's here, he's buying weird stuff, and his logic for being here is really flimsy. He has helped us before. He helps a lot of people. He might be serious. He straight up recorded all my classes for me, and he wasn't even in them. Okay, listen, I'm going with my gut on this one. He's super evil, I've got that feeling. Joy, you can date normal people. I feel like dating people you think are evil is kind of a little weird. Not to pass judgment, but at the same time, I'm not evil. I'm kind of pissed that you think I am. There's something here I know there is. Something hidden, something obscured, like you're hiding something. Dennis is sweating bullets. Listen, I don't owe you an answer for everything. I'm not going to explain myself to you, but I'm getting actually uncomfortable here. You've got nothing to fear if you're innocent. In the immortal words of my favorite satirist, the innocent had everything to fear, mostly from the guilty, but in the longer term, even more from those who say things like the innocent have nothing to fear. Snuff. Punk rock, little witch. I'd like you to come with us, for some questions. Balin. Dennis rockets upward without another word and floats up into the sky. The Covenant watch him go and then focus their attention on you. We're going to need you to answer some questions about your friend. The Covenant drag you to a crappy diner. You spend all of that night being asked questions about a guy you barely know. Why is his hair like that? What's his number? Do you know where he's from or where he stays? What's his number? Joy asks that one a lot. It's hours later, as the sun creeps over the horizon, that they decide you don't know anything. You're dead to the world, and worst of all, they absolutely drag you to school with them. So now everyone thinks you hang out with the Covenant. So by default, you lose 2 fun. Yeah, that's great. You dodge to one side as Hope floats in on a broom to land beside Dennis. Her arms are laden with brown paper packages. Hope, you're a lifesaver. I am also in need of payment, so if you don't mind... Oh, of course. Let me just grab your cash. Hope stares at the large packages she just ferried in. Sure do order a lot of stuff. Yeah, I'm having issues getting stuff ordered to my home right now. Turns out being legally dead makes that a nightmare. Others don't seem to have that issue. Yeah, but they've been legally dead longer than I have. Makes setting stuff up a lot easier. Monstropolis City Hall keeps biting my ass at stuff. About stuff. So what, you get all your mail sent to the school? Until they let me get a P.O. box, it's one of my solutions. I do appreciate you grabbing this stuff for me. It's my side hustle. Dennis hands Hope a few bills and she looks at the packages expectantly. You want to know what's in these, huh? It's nothing weird, is it? I don't think so. Check this out. It's a bundle of movies. Not just any movies. These are movies from another universe. These movies don't exist within our universe. Stuff like Herzog's Conquest of Mexico, Kubrick's Napoleon biopic. These are cinematic treasures. These are also super not good to have. Dragging stuff out of other dimensions can be dangerous. Do you have any idea how nuts heaven this is? The shady guy I was buying these from made them sound perfectly legal. How many movies from other universes do you have? Not nearly enough. Can you really put a price on something like Ronnie Rocket, the unmade Lynchian masterpiece? Total Universal Annihilation. These are really good movies, Hope. Dennis. Hope. Dennis clearly wants to hold on to his Weird Ventures movies, and Hope seems to think they'll blow a hole in space. Both of them could be right. All you know is they're taking up valuable table space with all this junk. Hope, can't you enchant these movies to not kill us all? Charge a delivery premium. Dennis, if you can't keep them all, start a business selling them to help with your address issues. Huh? What are you talking about? You can set up an address as a business address. I think Green is encouraging you to become a video rental service. My god, I could become the next Blockbuster. I'm just as dead as they are right now. Hey, if you make it citywide, we could work out a thing here. Movie delivery service, cut out the middleman. I like it the way you think, little witch. I'm a witch, it's what we do. Etology, is it? When it's nobody else's business, it's your business. Is sending these out safe? So long as they aren't all in one place, there's way less danger. Less transmatter probably should be infraction. Possibilities. Now you're speaking sci-fi. But sure, let's give this a try. Just need a catchy name for this thing and maybe I can get it all set up. Signed up. It doesn't take long for Poltergeist Pictures to take off. The fast, cheap home delivery movie service that sends you stuff you've never heard of before. Dennis is able to turn a profit, pay Hope, and get his mail sent direct to his place of business. The fad will die out, people say, but they said the same thing about moving pictures entirely, didn't they? Hey, there's a movie on how to get 4 creativity here. As long as we don't have to be fun, I'll be fine. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You're talking to Juan, a small magical Latino cat, when he tells you that you won't ever be as fun as Bob the scary clown. You accept the challenge. You go straight to Bob, stab him several times, open his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? Do you think that's how this works? Well, it is. You gain 2 fun from poor Bob. Once that whole class thing is done, you meet up with Dennis and Nuclear at some sad, rundown piece of crap apartment complex. So, this is where I live. This explains so much about you. Being dead is kinda awkward. Earning cash and stuff is weird. City Hall wants paperwork from me I can't get. My roommate, she isn't dead, but for some reasons, it's hard for her to find stable employment and financial assistance. Dennis, that's a shame. I can understand how one might turn to crime. Unfortunately, I am also a nuclear-powered fashionista, and that's a volatile mixture. Nuclear kicks the door open, and Dennis sighs as she charges her way inside. He looks at you and nods awkwardly for you to go ahead. The inside is pretty small. The fact that two people live here seems tight. Indeed, at the far end of the main room is a bed surrounded by a curtain of leather jackets and boots. Clearly, Dennis sleeps here. Hello? You evil bitch. Well, technically you are not wrong. Faith, this is Nuclear. Nuclear, this is Faith. Doesn't seem like it's going to be a pleasure. You evil, contemptuous witch. Going 2 for 2 in accurate statements, though. You have been stealing my fashion trends and creating these cheap knockoffs to sully my great name. First of all, yes. Second of all, I have. Third of all, nobody has any idea who you are, so I can't have done that. Faith, we agreed no more crimes to make rent. You said you didn't want to do joint crime ventures, which I respected fully. We can never go back to Las Vegas, so you know joint stuff has to take a break. No, shaking Skeleton Sinatra's hand won't exactly... Enough about your lore and backstories. I do not care. I do not care at all. I want to be paid back for this utter disruption to my business. I mean, I can't exactly give you the cash. I spent it to pay my half of the rent. Can you stop selling the fakes now? I was going to stop once this last supply ran out. Get out while the getting was good. The police have been sniffing around. Oh, how very fortunate for me that you've a shred of scruples, eh? How on earth did you even manage this? My locker was broken into a week ago, and you've been making dozens of these. Magic, duh! I brought sewing machines to life and left them running. Oh my god, I hate magic so much. I have to spend hours mutating a workforce from nuclear waste and training them, then half of them go rogue and I have to kill them. You have a murder sweatshop? Dennis, they are nightmarish monsters, birthed from chaos. Do not shit on me right now. I am very delicate. One wrong move, and I might just explode. You slide behind Dennis for all the good dollars, do you? I have just wasted my time, and everyone else can have a big laugh at this stupid girl in her big suit. The one genuine benefit right now, my eyes no longer leak tears, so you don't have to put up with me crying. Ugly crying. Oh, Nuclear, come on. We can... there's gotta be something we could do. You are helping, like it or not. Ugh, don't drag me on one of your good guy crusades. They give me hives. I'll do your chores this week. You'll still make dinner, too? I can't trust you to do it, so of course. Nuclear looks totally dejected and out of her element. No loud yelling, no crazy energy. She's lost her hyperdense spark of belief in herself. You can bring her back. We just need an idea. If you need help, Faith can cast her spells and go legit for you. Magic let us down. Science will save us. You are right. Where Lady Magic has left us bitter and lost, the sweet bosom of Mother Science shall welcome us fondly. You tuned out after bosom. Clearly, we need to construct an elaborate machine to directly 3D print the designs from my mind. We'll need to find a massive printable matter in the world's largest printed matrix. I can do the first part. What? How? Lady Magic loves this bitch right here. Trust me, I can get it. Okay, can you summon a massive 3D printer? There's no spell for that. I can get you the 3D printer stuff. How? Do you want lore now, or do you want to cut ahead to me already having done it? This is the second one. The rest of you head somewhere else, and Dennis meets you there. Hand him piles of cash to random individuals. Clearly integral to his backstory and lore, but not this story. Good. Now, we'll have to power this with the craziest source of unreal energy we have. My burning passion. I don't know, this thing interfaces with brains that well. You just have to know how to talk to it. Speaking of, if you've eaten recently, turn around. Neat. Yes, this is what it looks like when you ignore sound advice and safety regulations to try and create super fashion. Now all of you stand back there while I once again spit in the face of God to create true wonders. Run, running. The glow from Nuclear's fashion machine can be seen from space. The location used for this little display is utterly ruined for years to come, but after a few hours, and while hiding behind some wood shielding, you know the work is done when Nuclear returns. It's stunning. Like, it's so cool, it's glowing. It's radioactive. Oh, the half-life is basically nothing. Just give it a bit, don't worry. Everything is fine. The totally logical and not magical power of radiation has solved everything. Here, as a treat, I made you some fancy prom duds. Oh wow, this feels weird in your hands. Oh no, you are Mufford, transforming into something new. Someone like you in every way, but plus free charm. I did it. Prom has once again snuck up on you, somehow, and your clear promise it would be a prom to remember. What that means is anyone's guess. There you are, man of the hour. Come on, let's get you dressed. You remember I said I'll die if this jacket comes off, right? You can wear your precious jacket. Honestly, you should thank me. I'm about to make you look good. Okay, I can't stand this. Real talk, the jacket is alive and it hates you shitting on it. Oh my god. Yeah, wow, that sucks. You've been nothing but helpful, both of you, so I wanted to make sure nothing would be big for you both, so I brought something special along. Is that a runway? Fashion trumps prom. Now come on, you two. The world awaits. So it is that you help to hijack prom to become global fashion icons. Sometimes you can just get away with these things when you are ridiculously good looking. Passion and dedication can move mountains in the right circumstances, but you can always use a little help from your friends. Or from people who are overly dedicated to helping people. Regardless, somehow it all worked out. You're now a famous fashion pioneer. Some people will not be talking about this in anywhere from 20 minutes to a week from now, but right now, you're the beating heart of a radiant sun. You are the moment. It is you. That was our first look at Dennis Doe, Mostly Ghostly by MrUndisclosed. I'll try to get all the secret endings here on. But that was the fashion ending. I hope to see you next time. I bid you adieu.